this morning I found an open spirit Halloween. There have been a couple of them around me that have big signs in the window saying coming soon, and I have been driving past them every single day because Spirit Halloween has been open for a couple of weeks now, so I was like expecting any day, and the shelves were full. Everything looked stocked and ready. So just like any other day, made my latte, got in the car, did a little loop around both of these shops, and then I saw people walking in and out. I was like, oh my gosh, it's happening. Really excited to see this entire lineup this year because the theme is Carnival, and I am a huge fan of clowns in any shape or form. Campy clowns all the way up to like Terrifier clown, although I feel like that one is kind of campy too. But anyways, like really scary clowns all the way to killer clowns from outer space. I love that entire layout. So I knew there was going to be some really big animatronics that I wanted to see in person, and the first one that drew my attention was the clown that had a giant bucket of cotton candy. It was like spilling over top of it, and there was a stick in there looking like it was going to make cotton candy on a stick. Push the button and a head pops out that's on the stick. That one was so freaking cool. And this one, in fairness, didn't have every single animatronic up either. There was like a fortune telling one that I didn't get to see, so they were still kind of putting things out here. Maybe in a few days they said everything would be up and ready to go. There are a few others around me that have yet to open, so I'll keep watch for those and see if they have any other ones out. But out of the ones that I saw, that was definitely my favorite. Though the spider animatronic one was really cool this year. Very spooky vibes. It wasn't cutesy at all. And the face with the eyes on it was just really amazing. We're supposed to get both pieces for Corpse Bride. I've seen that on their site, but I only saw Emily today. Huge fan of Corpse Bride. You just really can't go wrong with that. I have quite a few other accessories for the Corpse Bride line. The t-shirts this year, they freaking killed it. The one that drew my attention, though, right in the middle of all the t-shirts, was the witchcraft. That was freaking amazing. They had this little basket with a skull and yarn and a crochet hook. Like, come on, like an actual crochet hook, because a lot of times when we get t-shirts like this and they're talking about fiber arts, we normally just see the knitting needles in there, which is totally fine. Anything fiber related that is spooky, I am so here for it. But the fact that it was specifically a crochet hook, I was like, done and done. That is definitely my t-shirt right there. The entire lineup for the Bloody Disgusting t-shirts was also amazing. I liked the contrast that they had, which was like an off-white t-shirt. We have the black and white image on there, and then it was just really distressed, or there was blood splatters on there. It was, yeah, they just went all out with that line too. Saw a little bit of the Beetlejuice stuff. I was honestly expecting to see more, especially since we're getting Beetlejuice movie this year. There was a really cool hat that was very Lydia inspired, and it said Beetlejuice on it. That was really fun. Walked through the classic just returning items like Friday the 13th. We always see a few of that. Trick or Treat, Nightmare Before Christmas, Hocus Pocus, and then right next to it again was the Beetlejuice, which I don't know, I was just expecting that to be a little bit bigger this year. I liked all the pieces that they had, especially that sandworm bowl that they have the little spoon going in it. I already own that one, so I thought maybe there would be more cups or mugs or something like that this year. And again, this entire shop wasn't fully stocked and it didn't have every single piece, so there might be more to come. Up in the front though, I did find an Elvira mug. It's a coffin-shaped coffee mug. Has a beautiful picture of Elvira, Mistress of the Dark on it, and like the top of it, I don't really know how I would drink coffee out of it, so I'm thinking more of a novelty type of cup. My crochet hooks would fit perfectly in it though. Just happy to see any sort of Elvira in general out and about in the world. Oh, also there was a blanket too. Yeah, so 2 big pieces of Elvira. Something that I thought was really cool is all of the hair clips that they had this year. So we saw a Beetlejuice, a Trick or Treat. I think there was either like a Nightmare on Elm Street or Friday the 13th. those type of clips. So like the big chunky clips you put in your hair, I liked that addition. I don't know, I kind of wanted to like collect all of them, use them as I'm like putting my makeup on in the morning, just big chunky clips to hold my bangs back. Also the Ghostbuster sweatshirt, just, I mean, I'm a huge fan of anything slimy green, and that cut was similar to the one that we got last year for the Nevermore, which is like a purple kind of tie-dye thing, and I've wore that sweatshirt so much. Like, it is a really, really cozy fit. I knew exactly the size that I wanted with that. It's a little bit oversized. A tiny section of Coraline stuff. Everything wasn't all set out for that either, which I was expecting to have a little bit more, again, since Coraline is celebrating an anniversary and it's back in theaters right now in 3D. An entire new generation can experience Coraline firsthand in theaters, which is so freaking cool. This is one of my all-time favorite movies too. It's like a go-to comfort movie for me, and there's supposed to be a sweatshirt, and I'm really interested in what that's gonna look like, so I definitely will be going back for that one. But I did end up grabbing the Witchcraft t-shirt. That was just, it was immediate. I didn't want to even risk it not being there, so grabbed the size I want, came home, immediately ripped the tags off, and threw it in the washer. I will be wearing that every single time that it comes out of the dryer, so it's gonna get soft very quickly. Also, I ended up grabbing some of their patch sets. They just had some really cool combinations this year. So we have this like classic Stay Spooky pumpkin, every day is Halloween. These were $7.99. They do have that like 20% off coupon that starts rolling out right now. So if you're in their newsletter and everything, keep watching your email for that. This one, okay, the neon green. We have the cute little ghost, the zombie hand, the eyeball. Yeah, this was definitely my favorite out of all of them, but I like to put these on some of my sweaters that I'm making, and since I have 5 different sweaters already in the process, I figured I'll just grab one set of each one that I like. Okay, I want to see the ghost up close. I wish they would have had a pack just of this ghost. Like, I want to put this on so many things. Patch set, iron on high for 30 seconds. Yeah, so if I put them on some of my totes and stuff, I normally do the iron, but if I put it on crochet, I will like crochet into it or sew it on there just so it stays a little better. Also, depending on what type of yarn I use, and for the sweaters that I have, it's 100% wool, and I don't want to put an iron on it. That would just totally ruin it. So I will have to figure out what I want to do. Probably gonna sew it on, to be real honest. I mean, the one sweater that I have, which is a neon intense yellow right now, this would actually be kind of perfect. And we have the tongue spitting out an eyeball. I don't know, what do we think? Should I put all the patches on one place or save them and kind of spread them out all over the place? You know, it's like a whole Punkoween vibe right there. We have the dead inside, I'm fine, killing it. Definitely have red and black cardigans everywhere, red and black sweaters everywhere that I could add these onto. So I didn't have anything in mind, but I figured it'll go on somewhere. And then again, this classic one, I do have a sweater using this colorway called Creepin' It Real, which I was thinking the ghost and the pumpkin would look good on that. Maybe make pockets for it and then put the patch on top of the pocket. So this was a really exciting first run to Spirit Halloween. Like I said, I will be back. I want to see the entire animatronic setup and also the whole just like walkthrough. There are a few big pieces missing, so I will keep my eyes out for any other Spirit Halloween opening up around me. For our 100-night countdown to Halloween, I do have a couple more rows on the blanket that I'm going to be working up, and we do have a movie to watch too for our 100-night movie marathon. Tonight's movie pick is The Raven. It's another one that has just such a beautiful aesthetic. The costumes, the music. I mean, it's Edgar Allan Poe. Can't really go wrong with that. So I'm gonna throw this on, work up a little bit of my blanket, but thanks for hanging out with me today to check out Spirit Halloween for 2024. Definitely let me know, what was your favorite thing that you saw, and or what is your most anticipated item from Spirit Halloween this year? Have a super spooky rest of your night, and I will see you ghouls tomorrow.